Yeah, hello. This is a new course which will help the participants to invent, develop, and launch new products. The course title is Advanced Product Management, and this is for inventing, developing, and launching new products and services to the market. The total credit for the entire course is 60 hours, whereas this particular module, the module 1, will give you a credit of 1 hour. So this includes uh, two components. One is, okay, you understand the concept, and then an exercise based on that. Put together, you will get 1 hour credit. We have this traditional parameters like this time, cost, and scope for the traditional project management. In the sense, if we complete the work within time and within the agreed upon cost and meet the scope, then we say that that project is successful. When we say project, the product of the product is nothing but the deliverable from the project is a success story. That is what the traditional project management teaches us. Maybe this is with the changing times. These parameters, yes, it holds good for traditional project management, but then are they getting obsolete? That is the question. Because here it doesn't talk about the missed opportunities. I may put my money in a project X at the cost of project Y, because maybe project Y would have given me better returns. So there is an opportunity cost. Sometimes the opportunity lost can be a big loss. A classical example is the Google search engine. When they really started with the Google search engine, there was no company. It was the brainchild of a couple of engineers working together on a search engine which did not have a business case at that time, and they were looking for sponsors in vain because nobody could see a potential in that particular product, which was much ahead of its time. So it was not supported by a good business case. They were inventing something which is a new service put together, like online search, which was unheard of during that time. So they were even willing to sell the whole idea for $1 million without any takers. And where is Google now? So going by the traditional wisdom of investment, the return on investment, the payback period, NPV, BZR, maybe Google is a failure, but then it has grown into one of the mega companies where the product happened first and the company was created around the product. So the modern times, it defies the traditional wisdoms. So uh, our course, logically, we in any product development we have these three phases. First thing is you invent or identify the right product or service, then we have to build it, then we have to launch it successfully. So our entire course has three logical partitions. The first part is about inventing or identifying a new product or service, or it can be even enhancing an existing product or service or a business idea. Then we get into an idea remains as an idea if it is not executed. So then we get into how to build from the drawing board to production. So how to build that product. Uh, and then we get into building is also fine, but then unless it is not marketed well, it may not be a success story. So we focus on identifying or inventing the right product or service, then we focus on building it, then we focus on marketing it. So that will be the agenda for the entire course. Now, uh, we have two types of businesses: the ones which are operating in the red ocean, and another set of businesses which are operating in the blue oceans. So let us try to understand what is a red ocean and what is a blue ocean. Now, in a red ocean, primarily we are talking about a crowded marketplace where multiple organizations and products are competing each other uh, with incremental differentiation. There is no mega differentiation, with incremental differentiation on price and features and stuff like that. So they compete in an existing market space. It is very crowded and it is bleeding red, because each company is trying to kill the other one's product or outmarket the other company. So it is a bleeding market where the competition is very, very high. The focus is on beating the competition, and they exploit the existing demand. So market share, market demand. There's already, so nobody's creating a new market. It's within the existing market. Okay, they want to get the a bigger piece of the cake, and always the focus is on value cost trade-off. So it's a cutthroat competition that is going on there, and the whole system of a firm's activities with its strategic choice of differentiation or low cost. The primary, we are trying to differentiate on low cost actually. So it is a fully crowded marketplace where the competition is very high, the margins are very low. Then, okay, there is a blue ocean. Here we are talking about creating uncontested market space. You get into fresh waters where absolutely there is no competition, and since the competition is not there, it make the competition very irrelevant. That is when you move from red ocean to blue ocean. Whatever competition we had in the red ocean, that becomes very irrelevant because you are in fresh waters. We The focus is on creating and capturing a new demand. uh, so in the marketing courses, we have this framework, that is the four quadrants. If I want to increase my market share, maybe I can. There are four options: known product, known market. I can push the product with more punch. Then known product, with a known product, I can move to a new market, or a new product I can sell in the known market, and I can go with the new product to a new market. So here, our primary focus is, it is about going with a new product or enhanced product or service to a new market. We are creating a new market where the competition is very, very low. So now you should be able to differentiate between what is a red ocean and what is a blue ocean. Blue ocean is a crowded, high competition, low margin, bleeding market space, whereas a blue ocean is about a fresh market, uncontested market space with very few or nil competition at all, where the profit margins are high. So we when we when we identify or invent products, uh, don't launch a product in the or don't create a product which caters to the red oceans. Please identify products and services which can cater to the blue oceans. Here some statistics. uh, 86 percentage of the new business launch happens in the red oceans, and this 86 percentage of the businesses, they contribute to the a total revenue of 62 percentage, and the profit impact is about 39 percentage. So of the new businesses launched, 86 percentage falls into red oceans, and they get a they make a revenue impact of 86% of the businesses put together create a revenue impact of 62 percentage, and out of that the profit impact is only 39 percentage. So whereas if you really look at blue ocean businesses, the business launch is only 14 percentage, and this 14 percentage of the businesses contribute to a revenue impact of 38 percentage and a profit impact of 61 percentage. So if a company may have products catering to the red oceans as well as to the blue oceans. So in a business, 86 percentage contributes to 62 percentage revenue and 39 percentage profit impact, versus 14 percentage of the products and services catering to 38 percentage of the revenue impact and catering to 61 percentage of the profitability. So this speaks volumes. So in the traditional project management, there is a saying like, when does a project fail? So we say project fail at the beginning. We identify a product or a project without a business case, or we appoint a project manager who doesn't know how to manage it. So that comes very, very true. No point in launching a product in the red ocean segment. When we identify or invent a product, we should cater to the blue ocean segment, so that the profitability can be much bigger and easier. So let us move on. Now, uh, in the red oceans, the primary focus is in reducing cost and then try to sell. Here we are talking in the blue ocean strategy, we are talking about a simultaneous pursuit of differentiation and low cost. Yes, cost is important. At the same time, one side our focus is on reducing the cost, and on the other side we are focusing on increasing the buyer's value, and there is an intersection point. That is where we really innovate the value of our new offering. So we need to focus on reduction of cost. At the same time, we need to focus on increasing the buyer's value, and the intersection point is the positioning. Must be the positioning of your product, where we can really innovate value to the customer and value to other stakeholders as well. So this is a simultaneous pursuit. It is not one after the other. When we think of a new product or a service, we should focus on reduction of cost of that product or service, the cost of ownership or whatever, and then at the same time the buyer should get increased value, and then there is an intersection point. That is where your product can be really differentiated from the rest. Moving from red to blue ocean, what will not work are offering a little more for a little less will not work. So yeah, we can see in commodities, you 10% extra in the packet kind of thing for the same cost, or a reduction sale. Those things will not work. An extensive customer research to the path of blue oceans also will not work, because the customer always talks about reduction of cost, and again his mindset is in the present actually. So he cannot think of a new. Very often the customers fail to think of a new product, because always they think about the increments to the existing product. So extensive customer research also may not help us to move to blue oceans. So first thing is, it is not about cost reduction alone, it's about value creation. and no point in doing extensive customer research because customers' mindset is also set to the current pattern of products and services. He is unable to think about something new. And what is recommended is reorienting your strategic focus from competitors to alternatives. So we are not, while inventing a new product, we are not looking at competing products. We are looking at alternatives to the existing products. That way, it is easy to get into the break the barrier and get into the blue ocean. And we focus from customers to non-customers. So that means, okay, again, customers already we have, and when we focus on the non-customers as well, we get into the clear waters. Uh, so to summarize, offering a little more cost reduction is not the key. Extensive customer research is not the key. It is about reorienting your strategic focus from competitors to alternatives. That opens up a new canvas or a vast canvas for innovation. And then our focus should shift from existing customers to non-customers who can be converted into customers in the long run. Uh, Let us discuss about this. So far, we discussed about the concept we spoke about two market segments, the red oceans and the blue oceans, the advantages and the disadvantages of red oceans and the blue oceans also we discussed. And at a macro level, we discussed about the strategic focus shift that is required to move from red oceans to the blue oceans. Now let us discuss about the four actions framework, uh, which will help us to move from red ocean to blue oceans. So first thing is we have to identify the things which we should eliminate. Which are the factors that the industry takes for granted should be eliminated? That is the first focus. What can be eliminated? Which the industry considered as a standard. Then raise. Which factors should be raised well above the industry standard? Uh, so it is about identifying and focusing on the factors that must be increased or raised above the industry standard. And then reduce. Which factors should be reduced well below the industry standard? And create. Which factors should be created that the industry has never offered? So again, eliminate. That is about which factors that the industry takes for granted should be eliminated. And raise. Which factors should be raised well above the industry standard? Then reduce. Which factors should be reduced well below the industry standard? And create. Which factors should be created that the industry has never offered? So we call it as eliminate ERRC framework. Eliminate, raise, reduce, and create grid or quadrant. So the ERRC grid, eliminate, raise, reduce, and create. So while designing a product, if the shift has to move from the current to the futuristic, especially by looking at the alternatives, we have to look at the things that we should eliminate from the current market offerings. We should identify the things that we should raise above the current market offering, and the things which we should reduce below the current market offering, and the new parameters or the new features that we should create uh, which are not offered by the current market offerings. So the ERRC grid of a circus company. Now they are so when the entire circus industry was under recession, this company looked at they revisited their strategy and which could help them to run as a success story. So, what the things which they eliminated were the star performers were eliminated from their shows. Animal shows they stopped because maybe it's expensive, and aisle concession sales, because for aisle seats there were some concessions offered, so which was a normal standard in circus industry, which they eliminated, and multiple show arenas. So circus used to most of the circus companies, they run the show in multiple locations, so that also they eliminated. So certain things which were a given, very often these were a given in the then existing circus industry, which they dared to eliminate. And they raised the standard of the venue, a unique venue with better facilities and stuff like that. They raise that parameter because most of the circus venues lacked certain things, so they raised it above the industry norms. They reduced fun and humor and thrill and danger. So they stopped shows which offered a lot of fun and humor, and they reduced shows which offered a lot of thrill and danger. At the same time, they created a theme for their shows, and a very refined environment, multiple productions at the same environment, multiple, yeah, themes or multiple productions, and very artistic music and dance. So this helped them to really differentiate themselves from the current circus industry. So maybe it's more of a movie theater kind of an air conditioned environment where uh, theme based shows are offered, and multiple shows are offered at the same venue instead of running multiple venues. So, which helped them to really reinvent their offering and move from a bleeding red ocean market to a blue ocean market segment. This is for case. This is from a case study of a circus company. Now, uh, we discussed about what is a blue ocean, what is a red ocean. Then we discussed about the characteristics of a blue ocean and red ocean. Then we discussed about the strategy for moving uh, uh, from red ocean to blue ocean, and we discussed about the grid uh, of elimination, reduce, creation. Uh, so we discussed about that grid as well. So grid of eliminate, erase, reduction, and create. Now what we do is, okay, we should we'll brainstorm, and then uh, come out, develop this eliminate, raise, reduce, and create grid for a project which is under consideration. So for that, we'll schedule another meeting, and in a virtual meeting, and then we'll do brainstorming for that. Put together, I will offer you 1 hour credit for this particular module. Thank you very much for attending. So please go through this module first, then we get into the brainstorming session as part of the course. And this brainstorming session is strictly for students who have enrolled for this course. So if you are interested and if you have not enrolled yet, please do enroll for this course. Thank you very much.